Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is unedited video, so we'll say things that not even I agree with later. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Talking about like stocks you can make money from, maybe from oncoming demand. So, prime example, always go back to stock. They only have to spend $100 million to build the mine, and they could make $400 million a year because they're in a capital city. Everything was cheap to build the mine, near existing infrastructure, etc. In a market of lithium, where it used to be you couldn't make money selling it, you just make a marginal sum, and then you could actually sell it for like 8, even 16 times the price. They were selling it for, like, getting out of the ground for $500 a kilo, selling for $8,000 a kilo. Sorry, not a kilo, a ton. So that's what happened to lithium. It went to shortfall, so it wasn't enough. Heaps of demand, not enough supply. It's called lithium. So I always say, well, the next one be probably natural graphite. That they need that for the electric vehicle battery. Like, they've got enough of it now because it's natural that comes out of the ground, where the earth has done the process of heating it for a long time. And then there's synthetic, which is made from a byproduct of petrol, where you have to heat it up for 3 weeks or whatever. But they do a mix of both in the current vehicles. So it looks like they're cheaper and cheaper. Every day there's new announcements from big companies coming out. We'll talk about the CAT one later, that they've made stuff cheaper. Where is this one here? Give me a second. New car, $11,000. So if you're going to buy a new car, you have solar panels on the roof, a battery at home, and you don't need to put heaps of tools, this is probably a no-brainer. Like, it's almost a no-brainer now to buy an electric vehicle. There's more and more going around. I live in a state that it's raining all the time. I don't have solar. Well, that's your problem. Like, there's other places that don't. There's hydropower. So it's not for everyone. So anyway, it's getting cheaper and cheaper by the day, and the bottleneck could be in natural graphite, sending the price up. So you might want to find a company that's near existing infrastructure, won't have to spend much money, and then can make a lot of money per year. Big mine life, all that. So this is iTech Minerals. Currently drilling at the moment, have a massive resource near existing infrastructure, etc. There's actually another company near them. They're only 30 million or something to buy at the moment. Another company near them is 550 million because they've got a free government loan. They've done the drilling study and everything. But this company, guess what's going to happen in the future? Announcements on drilling, announcements government grants, and that's where you make the money. Like, when those announcements come out, is where you make the money on these companies, my opinion. So iTech Minerals could be a very good one, just based on logic, in my opinion. I could be totally wrong, could lose all your money. There's heaps of other companies out there. Natural Graphite, watch more videos. I don't think this will go into too much detail. This one's building the mine right now. Pretty much get it for a bit. Never this price and market cap, always go to here. So you can buy this whole company for 80 million, and it looks like later this year they're going to make $60 million a year. Then after tax and all costs, they'll get $25 million in the hand. That's what they say they're going to make. They might even make half that. If they make half that, it's still good. It's 80 million, and you're getting 10 million a year after tax and everything. And guess what? If they can make that much, they're going to double production. Like, they got the tons, they're going to double production. And so if they, on the best scenario, they're making $25 million after tax and costs, they're going to straight away loan the money and double that production, make $50 million after costs. That's for a company you can buy for $80 million. And they're going to probably do it on their terms because they're the one who holds the cards. So remember, dilution is a big factor of how high your share price will go. CXO, hardly any dilution. They just got money thrown at them. The $100 million they need. People are like, oh, please let me give it to you. Please, you can give me a 2% return. So that's what you want to be. You want to be the man with the project, not the guy that's like, oh, come on, I need 400 million to buy this. Please give me the 400 million. And they'll say, yeah, but we want your whole project, and you're getting none of it. That's just the truth. So, where else can we go? Okay, so CATL's new battery. Danger is natural graphite. This new battery from CATL, it's going to be 500 watt hours per kilo. So if you didn't know, lithium iron phosphate, which is a cheap battery, it's about 160 to 200 watt hours a kilo. The nickel based ones get maybe 250 a kilo. These ones saying 500 watt hours per kilo. So you can have half the size of battery, same amount of power, same size battery and double the power. You get the thing. So this is going to allow electric airplanes, and then guess what? Those big trucks are going to have, yep, it's going to unlock everything. And they say they can mass produce this later this year. The unknowns are what goes into it. So lithium goes into it. They say new anode and new, here we are, new materials for the anode. So who knows, that might not be natural graphite. We do know silicon, they don't use it because it expands too much, but it can hold a lot more lithium ions. That's why it's more energy dense. Problem is, they can't master how to make it. So I'm not sure what they're going to use for the anode. New cathode, who knows what that be. Maybe it's nickel, not sure. High nickel base, don't know. Condensed electrolyte. So condensed means more like a solid. So they take the water out of it, it becomes more condensed. You get the idea. Change from gas to vapor to a liquid, more denser, compressed or concentrated. So where are we? So it's, yeah, that's why it's called the condensed battery. New separators as well. So anyway, why would you believe CATL? Because they're making billions and billions of dollars. They're selling all the batteries now, and guess what they're doing with that profit? They're paying people to find the next big thing to make more money, and it's not even about the money. They're unlocking new things to the world, and they're getting rewarded for it. So we're going to have these little batteries that can drive us from everywhere. We're not going to have to get petrol out of the ground. We're going to charge them off the solar panels. If you don't have solar, maybe the government will build you a wind farm off thing. And what's the other one? Wind, solar. Not sure. There's other ones out there. Hydropower, sorry. And then, yeah, maybe we fall back on nuclear. Obviously, we're going to need a lot more energy than we do now because all that petrol energy has to get replaced by renewables. Definitely think it's doable. You just have to build more and more. Heaps more roof space for solar panels. Here's some walls you can put solar panels on. Solar panels are getting cheaper. So we're all heading towards batteries. Which battery will be? I think graphite will still be a big part. Not sure how this battery will come out for CATL. Another unknown is the cost. How much does this cost to build? They said they can get a mass production semi-solid state. So be on the lookout for that. Interesting what happens, and really excited for the future. Like, these batteries, amazing. So twice as same amount of power for twice the weight. Think how much faster these cars might get. It just all looks good, especially coming from CATL. These little companies come out with these stupid videos all the day, like new battery. But when CATL does it, it's a lot more believable since they're making billions already, and they're reinvesting that money into the lab, finding out new things. That's all I can say. Comments below. Like and subscribe. I will bring more videos about natural graphite. I see it the next sector. Also lithium. It's gone down in price. Lithium price. Where are we? So buy low, sell high. Lithium is actually coming back down. Oh, it's going even lower. It's going crazy low, lithium. I'm not sure what's going slow. Obviously, they're still making profit. The big companies are still making profit at this price, and got to this price where people are just making a lot of money. So who knows where it will go? But you want to buy low, sell high. So maybe you just wait. You get greedy. Wait until it goes even lower. Companies, you can buy the company for nothing. We got rising interest rates, etc. I don't know where GL1's at. I did own GL1. Basically, why they didn't do a 20x like CXO is because they had to raise $400 million to make $400 million a year. CXO only had to raise $100 million to do $400 million, and they were right in the sweet spot. They were announcing production here. They just shipped their first ore. They're still going to make a fair bit of money. So yeah, buy low, sell high. Know what you're buying. Pretty much, you want to buy something that's going to get into production. So got to know that your company is better than the next guy. And you should be able to, if you're buying a stock, you should be able to tell me why you're buying the stock and how much it makes per year, how much it costs to build the mine, etc. Like, people and idiots. I bought this stock at $1 and it went to $10 because people at $1 it was like, yeah, they could maybe make $500 million a year after spending $500 million. and then make a lot of money doing the rough sums on what they were making, and it was believable because they were testing batteries in the lab, they knew what worked, etc. They went to synthetic graphite. So yeah, $2.40 believable, and then it just went ridiculous, and people just didn't do the rough sums and bought this stuff, and it's come back down now. $500 million, basically. If they do what they say they're going to do, they can make $750 million a year, but this thing is, you don't know how much they have to spend to build the factories, and the profit on synthetic graphite, etc. So yeah, it's a lot of work to answer these questions, but do you want to buy something, you want to answer these questions of how much profit it's going to make. Don't be stupid and go buy things. Also, what happened here was free money was pumping these stocks up. Now interest rates are coming in, everyone's like, oh, I don't have any money to spend. My mortgage went up. Oh, people pay me less. Oh, that's why it's going down. So you want to buy low, sell high. Buy in the real bad times when no one likes it, and wait for the good times, and you sell out. And easier said than done, but that's pretty much, you want to buy low, sell high. Buy when no one wants it, it's a good price, and then sell when you get it. When no one wants it, down the dumps, you want to buy it, and then when it goes back up to a decent price, you could sell out. And sometimes you get lucky and it just gets a very rich valuation, and you can sell out as well. Easier said than done. You have to know what you're buying for it to know if it's cheap or not. Research what you're buying. You have to know what you're buying. Did I say that? Okay, that's it for this crappy video. Like and subscribe. Tell me the companies. If you're going to tell me a company, tell me the rough figures on them. Anyone listening has Lake Resources. Yeah, I'm going to get some back on Lake Resources. The technology doesn't even work that they're doing. And, oh, they're going to 45 cents. Well, yeah, because your technology doesn't work yet. So, know what you're buying. Know what you're buying. What else can I rub in someone's face? Sorry about this, guys, but I've lost a lot of money in shares too. You just got to learn your lesson. Know what you're buying. A lot of scams out there. Theranos. This company was a $10 billion company. Said something. This lady's in jail now, I think. Said she had some breakthrough. A company that devised blood tests that required small amounts of blood that could perform rapidly, accurately, compact automated devices. Anyway, amazing technology. Was a big lie. People invested in it. So Lake Resources. Yeah, the DLE technology doesn't work at scale. No company is doing it at scale, and that's probably why Lake Resources went so high and came back down. Oh, and yeah, so Argy, if you think Lake Resources is good, please comment below why it's so good. What's so good about it? Does the technology? Where is the technology working at scale for direct lithium extraction? Hard Rock Resources. We got Pilbara Minerals. Got $1 billion in the bank, making billions of dollars a year on Hard Rock. A working, known scale working thing, known to work at scale. Hard Rock Lithium. DLE, no one's doing it. The $1 billion companies doing brines are not doing DLE because it probably doesn't work. Yeah, I'm having a rant now, but anyway. Pilbara Minerals, Hard Rock out of the ground to lithium hydroxide, working at scale. So, no, it's good if you want to buy a Hard Rock Lithium company because you can look up to the big brother working at scale. Big brother for some natural graphite stocks. Natural graphite hasn't took off yet. This is the big brother of all the stocks. $1 billion. They're barely making a profit right now due to, I think they got attacked by guerrilla fighters in their country, and no one really needs a graphite now. China's pumping out enough graphite, etc., etc. Come the shortfall, these guys will probably be making a lot of money. So you want to buy when they're not making marginal sums? Guess what? CXO, when they did their study, they were hardly making money. $500 out of the ground, selling for $800. Not making much money at all. That's why they're around here. No one really needed lithium in huge amounts. Wasn't a short supply. But you thought in the future, yeah, there's going to be a lot of lithium electric vehicles driving around. Maybe I should take a punt and do the rough sums. And bam. So these guys, not making much money now, but do the rough sums. That price triples, doubles. They're going to make a lot of money. They're already in production. Yeah, so buy low, sell high. I cannot stress any further. Know what you're buying. Buy low, sell highs. And buy when the commodity is low. No one really likes it. Knowing that in the future, there's going to be a point where they weren't making enough of it. They need it now. And then it goes up in price. Then you might sell. And it's easier said than done because some companies just keep reinvesting the money and keep going up. Like the iron ore price has been good for a few years, but it could drop down. And guess what's going to happen? Fortescue Metals drop down. But all this, they're being like upping production, making more tons. Even though they're not as making as much money, they're just doing more and more tons at a better price. Getting out of the ground for $20, selling it for like $100. The price goes up to $200 a ton. They're making more money. Energy Forest is getting billions of dollars in dividends. Yep. So one more time, know what you're buying. Buy low, sell high. Subscribe and like. Let me know your stock picks and why you buy them. Let me know how much it costs to buy the company, how much cash they have, how much they have to spend to build a mine, how much they're going to make per year right now, and then let me know in the future there's going to be some sort of shortfall in that product that they're making. They're going to make even more money. Comments below. Let me know. Over and out. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Hope you have a good weekend. Amen.